This story shows it's not just the teachers that are doing horrible things, it's the legal system that's doing it sometimes afterward. But this looks like it's going to correct itself. Let's go ahead and get into the story. The Montana Supreme Court on Wednesday overturned the 1-month jail sentence. That's right, 1-month jail sentence that teacher Stacey Dean Rambold, a male, received for raping a 14-year-old girl. 1 month. And will now be resentenced for his crime. And this story gets worse as I read down through here. To national outrage, Rambold, 54, was handed the staggeringly light sentence because Yellowstone County District Court Judge G. Todd Baugh said that his victim was somehow complicit in the rape because she was in control of the situation. Victim Charisse Morales killed herself while the case against Rambold was pending, and in his verdict, Judge Baugh, who since admitted his grave error, said that Morales seemed older than her chronological age. This stuff, it doesn't even sound plausible, but there it is, it's real. In their decision, the court found that statements made by Baugh at the original sentencing in August reflected an improper bias for his decision and cast serious doubt on the appearance of justice. 1 month. Rambold, who was 47 at the time of the crime, will be sentenced by a new judge after Baugh's failure to resentence him in September. So he was 47, now he's 54. I mean, talk about, what is it? There's some saying justice, there isn't justice at all, something like that. Anyway, Rambold has been free since completing his sentence last fall. 1 month. 14-year-old girl who ended up killing herself. His attorneys had argued that the original sentence was appropriate. A disciplinary complaint against Baugh from the Judicial Standards Commission is pending with the state Supreme Court. Justices say that will be dealt with separately. In March, Rambold repeated his claim that Morales led him on and was as much to blame for their encounters himself. She's 14. He was 48 or whatever he was. So, 47. So, boy. Under state law, children younger than 16 cannot consent to sexual intercourse. Rambold continues to perpetuate the myth that a 14-year-old girl should bear responsibility for her sexual victimization by a 47-year-old teacher. So someone in a position of authority. That's that part on top of everything. That's a part that most people don't seem to want to engage on. Is when people are children, whatever, are entrusted to someone that's already signed a contract saying, no teacher, whatever, like in college, they'll be old enough. But here it's layers of how ridiculous and horrible and illegal this all is. But anyway, Assistant Attorney General Tammy Bummel wrote in the court filing chastising Rambold. The law, though, rightly defines her as blameless. Blaming the victim. Rambold's attorneys have argued that the original sentence for the state District Judge G. Todd Baugh was appropriate. In a brief submitted to the state's High Court last month, they urged justices to reject the appeal, citing Morales' statements and interviews with law enforcement recorded before her death, before her suicide. Rambold attorneys Jay Lansing and Nancy Swartz said there was no rational basis to conclude a 14-year-old could bear responsibility only as the offender in a rape case. A 14-year-old victim can bear responsibility too, the attorney suggested. The interviews, they got led on, or what? This is so ridiculous. The interviews are under court seal and have not been made public. It doesn't matter if she flung herself at him. She's 14. That doesn't matter. Lansing and Swartz did not immediately respond to requests for comment. They have turned down previous interview requests. Morales was a freshman at the Billings High School where she was raped. Rambold was her business teacher. She committed suicide in 2010, an act her mother said was driven largely by rape. The girl's death took away the prosecution's main witness, and Rambold initially avoided prison under a deferred prosecution agreement that included sex offender treatment. He volunteered and the agreed. Okay, he violated the agreement by having unauthorized visits with relatives, children, and having a sexual relationship with an adult woman, according to the court documents. So he gets off. He gets a month in prison. He gets probation. He violates the probation. Who's he going to blame that for? He's going to blame the children for visiting. He's going to blame the woman that had sex with him. He's going to blame everybody else but himself, evidently. That reopened the case and led to the August sentence for Baugh for 15 years in prison, with all but 1 month suspended. Rambold was released in September. Baugh unsuccessfully sought to impose a longer term after coming under criticism for saying during the sentencing hearing that the victim appeared older than her chronologically. This stuff is crazy. And now they're going to supposedly justice is justice. It should be fair. It should be even. It should be dispensed that way. But here it's nothing, and then some pressure gets applied, and now it's going to be more. Whatever. The panel investigated the case after receiving hundreds of complaints about the judge, including from the mother, I would imagine. Okay, that's the end of that. Let's read some comments. You obviously argued about how judges are elected. Generally, there is a list, and you tick off the ones you want elected, and 95% of the voters don't know who they are and have no clue, whereas there's no excuse for not having a clue about electing a president. And somebody's like, better late than never. Too bad the judge can't be sued for malpractice. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. And she killed herself. That's the part. I mean, it's horrible as things are. That makes this story, well, it's final for her. So, teachers, quit doing this stuff. Until next time, take care.